always love this, the look of this place. So it's been a crazy week for you guys. I don't know if you sort of had sunk in yet. Not only the big awards, but then a certain Gordon Ramsay comes and gives you a huge hug in the food world. How are you guys feeling today?
A little bit calmer today. Literally the past couple of days we were just so overwhelmed. Like woke up in the morning after it all happened and we thought it was still a dream, you know. So it's just overwhelmed. But today we're feeling a little bit calmer. Things are kind of starting to settle down. But it was just such a crazy experience of how everything came about on Monday, you know. So just really overwhelmed with everything.
Well, before we get on to the beautiful Gordon, we should mention the fact that, you know, for the whole country, you won the best Indian Pakistani takeaway. You got silver for the best takeaway overall around the whole country.
Absolutely.
You guys didn't make this award up, did you? Because it looks like you won all the big ones. Like, these are real, okay? Aren't they?
Absolutely real. Like, Rahat, she's such an amazing chef, you know, so leading her team, so I wouldn't expect anything less, you know. He's always on top of them, making sure that the recipes are followed throughout.
And also it's local sport.
Local sport.
We are
as well,
so
yeah.
lucky, we have lovely people around who always support us.
And Greystones won gold for the best Indian, I think it was silver for the best Indian.
Yes.
And then, or no, was it gold? Sorry, I'm
We
confusing
win
the
both gold and silver.
Gold and silver, everything's just flying around, who knows
we
what.
have such good support from the Greystones community, you know, so we're really lucky.
Well, it's got to be very reassuring too, because you're one of those, you know, places that are expanding. Like you've got a beautiful place in Black Rock, you've got Sandy Cove, you've got Bray is huge, it's a beautiful spot. That's kind of like a lovely reassurance that you're doing the right thing, because you know, as anybody kind of gets bigger, they sort of, you know, hope that this still works for people, and obviously it does. So I'm sure that was reassuring too, that as you grow, you're actually still getting gold and silver.
Absolutely, and it's about consistency, you know, like even if we opened up a new restaurant, we're always remaining to our roots and the original recipes, the staff, the service, we don't want anything to drop. So all throughout our restaurants, we're just maintaining that highest standard that we have, you know. Even opening up another branch, like we're there all the time, 7 days, just making sure that every small little thing is up to standard, you know.
Well, I've seen that, Wasim especially, and yourself and all that, just around the clock. You just don't want to let anything not be good enough. You want to make sure everything is just right, which is I'm sure tiring, but rewarding when you get weeks like this.
Absolutely, and we have such good staff in all of our restaurants. We're so lucky with the staff that we have. That's one of our main things.
It's a really lovely team we have.
Yeah. Now,
everyone is very hard worker, very nice people with us.
Well, I was going to say a lot of it's family too, which is kind of important. It's difficult though if you have a family member, and I've got 2 of them that are useless. How do you can you make them just wait at home to maybe wash the windows or something?
If I say useless now, I'll probably get killed when I get home. So I'm not going to say useless. No, all the family, we all tie in together. You know, everyone's involved. Like even
my
kids, Rahat's kids are starting to get involved. They're 16, 17 now. They start to answer the phones, do front of house and stuff like that.
Fantastic.
You know. So we've been working ever since we were kids as well. So me and my brother, we might fight a little bit because we work together mostly in the Bray one, but I just tend to leave and then it's all okay the next day.
And he's always wrong, isn't he? I think
Absolutely,
generally.
he's always wrong. So the girls are always wrong in the family.
But that feeling that it's such a deep part of your family, like your home life, it is part of your identity. Is that something that you kind of knew early on? This is very important that we're all involved in this. It's not just mom and dad go out to work and the kids, you know, do whatever. But this idea that it is going to be part of your family for many years.
And Aliha started work since she's 13.
Okay.
Work since he's 13.
So when my parents, like when we used to be in the small little Bray takeaway, like there was the whole family there used to be together, you know, we were all little kids. My auntie used to mind us in the room upstairs. My parents would be cooking downstairs. So there's always has been family since the beginning and watching it grow. Like from doing the deliveries, I'd sit with my dad in the car, my brother would be there as well. Just from all the small things, we've grown with the business. So I think definitely is in our veins and blood now to continue this on.
During your difficult teen years, did you try to rebel? Did you try to open up a burger joint or try to go into a different, maybe go open up your own little McDonald's? Or
I didn't, well, no, I just learned from my parents, Rahat, Wasim. They're such good mentors to have, you know, and like for Fahad and my older sister Karen, like we've just been learning from our family every single day, you know.
Well, we should obviously mention the great Gordon Ramsay. Here's a guy who is notorious for saying what he feels, you know, openly. If he likes it, he doesn't like it. It's not going to be pretty if he doesn't like it. Was there any kind of, how was it for you, especially Rahat, working the team, to know that he's going to eat this food and we're hoping that he likes it?
Actually, I'm very nervous at the start, and then when I'm going to take feedback, once I see he finish everything, I'm so happy to see that, and I'm so glad when he say he love it. He love it. He love it. He said to me 3 times, it's just enough for me.
Yeah.
He said it was, he said it was very authentic. He was very kind of, and then he shook all the chefs' hands, which I think is a lovely gesture that he
Yeah.
made the time to say, well done, basically.
So when he finished
Yes.
up, he went straight to the kitchen, shook their hands first,
Wow.
and greeted the chefs. And also, when he first sat down, he mentioned that butter chicken is my favorite. So if this recipe is good, I have to get your dad's WhatsApp number to get the recipe.
Great.
So he prefers butter chickens, but we also have the Afghani, which is our signature, as everyone may know. So he loved the Afghani
He
and the butter
tried
chicken.
6 different
Yeah, so he
dishes.
tried out all of them, but his 2 favorites were the Afghani and the butter chicken.
Now, obviously, Greystones is well served by this beautiful restaurant here, but you've got an even bigger and, let's be honest, like a much more kind of beautiful in its way, because you've got a great sunroof and all that. When would that hopefully be open again? Would be the spring when you sort of open up
The rooftop, we're working on a new menu for the rooftop now.
Okay.
So when the weather gets nice, we're aiming for around March, middle of March, to open up
Right.
the rooftop again. Because it's not good for the winter months, with the lashing rain and
Yeah,
the
yeah.
cold and everything.
Well, I
so-
think we're due sun in 2029. I think there's supposed to be good summer then.
Just be closed for the couple
we'll
of
be ready.
years.
We'll wait for that. But listen, well done, beautiful week. But then, as I said, everybody that I've met, and certainly all the comments, everybody just feels this is completely deserved. It's not like, oh, I prefer this, I prefer that. Everyone's very, very happy for you. So
Yeah, I
I'm
saw that comment, everyone.
and-
Yeah.
So they give us really good feedback. Everyone's so
Right,
happy.
and you guys are going on the tear tonight. You're going to all the pubs just to celebrate. So we'll find you. We'll find you somewhere in the Burnaby or the beach house or somewhere, just
You'll
drinking.
find us here in the
Oh, okay.
kitchen.
Magic.